Okay, back for another live. Let's see who jumps on. Making myself comfortable here for all you beautiful people to hop in. See quite a few jumping in. Okay, let's see who else is jumping on board. A few people jumping in already. Namaste, my friend. Let's see who joins from where are you joining. We got some hearts going. That's good. Can send some hearts out there, some likes. Also, please feel free to share this live video with whoever you think might benefit. Today's topic is about alignment. Okay. New York is in the house. Awesome. So I'm going to go back. Hello, my friend Rick. Good to have you on board. Good afternoon. So I wanted to speak about alignment. And the reason I want to speak about alignment is just to clear some things out by what I mean by alignment, right? So when we say, or when I say alignment, it is just the fact that you are in complete alignment with yourself, okay? Nothing magical here. Forget about everything else, right? Just be in alignment with yourself right here, right now. And that means about your feelings, your emotions. If something feels good to you, if something doesn't feel good to you, that's what we mean by alignment. You enter a room and all of a sudden something is going on in that room that you don't feel good about, okay? Then, you know, if that energy is not what you like, then that's what we call misalignment. So you just simply get out and you walk away from that room. Let's get some more likes here because we're gonna create a feeding frenzy, of course. And I love feeding frenzies here on TikTok. And feel free to share. Thank you, my friend Rick. I see your subscription is back. Awesome, my friend. Appreciate that. So, now, having said this, when we say about alignment, this is also key, okay? Let's say even here, now you hear me speak, or anybody else for that matter. Take only the things that are relevant for you in this particular moment. Take only the things that feel good to you, which I would call feel in alignment, and leave the rest, okay? And this is key. This is very, very important because we are not going to agree on everything. That is impossible, right? As humans, I'm talking about, we're not going to agree on everything, and this is what makes this wonderful world go round. This is what makes this beautiful world a very special place, okay? Because we all have our own opinions, we all have our own likes and dislikes, and it is this variety that comes into play that we grow and we expand from, okay? Because when we have all this variety happening, there's nowhere else to go but expand, but to grow, okay? So only take the things that you are in alignment with and leave the rest. So even if you hear me say something and you don't agree with it, that's perfectly fine, right? Just take the stuff that you are in alignment with and leave the rest, okay? Let's get some more likes so we can get some more people here. For those of you, I should say, that don't know me, you can always go to my page here on TikTok and you can hit a follow, and at the same time you can also hit the notifications icon. Every time I upload a video, you will be the first to know, okay? And also at the bottom of my page, you will see my link tree. If you tap on that, you're going to find me on YouTube and Instagram as well. And the reason for that is because I do different things on different platforms, of course, and these lives that I do here, I upload them on YouTube. That way I don't lose them and nobody else loses them, because we have a beautiful interaction and I love them to be there. So let's see what's happening here. Some of your comments, there's some comments coming in. So I'm just curious to see. Okay, Ben is in the house from Turkey. Awesome. Welcome, my friend. Always happy to have people from all around the world. Okay, thank you for that, my friend. Thank you for those roses. Hello, hello, hello. Namaste, of course. New York State, of course. Good afternoon, my friend Sensi. Good afternoon, Rick. Thank you for being here. Telekinenzi. Thank you, my friend. Feel free to share this live because we have even more people joining now, I see, and we have more comments coming in, and I love that. Hello from Romania. Awesome. I see a lot of European countries are starting to join as well, and I love that. Of course, my American friends right across the border from me. Always good and always reliable to have you here. I love it. After all, we are on the same time zone where I'm in right now with New York and New York State, so that's awesome. And thank you, Sabbath, I believe. Thank you for those roses. Thank you very, very much. I agree. I appreciate that. Hello from Durban, South Africa. Awesome. In South Africa, thanks, Jack. South Africa is always one of those countries that jumps on board every time I go live. It seems like our time differences are not that much. So, you know, I know it's evening there. Correct me if I'm wrong. But thank you. Thanks for being here, Jack. Okay. Thank you, Rick, for the subscription. I love you, my friend. Thank you, Rick. Just sent you some love. Thank you, Rick, my friend. I love you right back, and I see all that. You always send me love, especially when you subscribe. But regardless, I love you no matter what, Rick. Thank you, Sabbath, for that. Okay, and Amelia's in the house. Beautiful. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Just sent roses. California, of course. Sunny California is in the house. Boy, you know what? The way I feel right now, it's a little cooler. The temperature's here where I'm at. So California right now sounds just about right for me. I wouldn't mind being in California right now. But having said that, we always need to make the best of where we are and embrace the here and the now. So whether you're in California or in Antarctica, embrace it and find a way to fall in love with it. And hello from India. Thank you, my friend. Sabbath from India. Actually, believe it or not, I was at an Indian restaurant, my wife and I, yesterday, and we had, thank you, Amelia, for that, and we had some delicious, delicious food at this beautiful Indian restaurant. And I always love it because I walk in and I see a lot of, what do you call it? A lot of phrases that Gandhi has said. And it was written all over the walls. It was a very high class place, and I walked in, and we just simply started reading all the Gandhi stuff, and I loved it even more. All right, big love, my friend. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, Rosie from London, Ontario. Thank you, my friend. London, Ontario. You're only 2 hours away from where I'm at. Always happy, always glad to have you here. We're not too far. Love to all now from Valencia. Wow. Thank you, my friend, for being here from Valencia, United Macedonia. You're traveling all around the world, aren't you? You were in Athens, a couple of days ago. Now you're in Valencia. That's awesome. And we have Poland is in the house too. And Vietnam is in the house. Wow, we're getting the whole world pretty much from one spot to the other is in the house. That is awesome. So we are in alignment once we are in tune with our inner self, realizing everything is within. 1000%. Thank you for that beautiful comment. This is what I've been saying all along. And speaking of alignment, this is the whole point of this live as well. Thank you for bringing that up. Only do the things that are in alignment with you. Okay, at least as much as you can. If you can't do it all the time, I get it. Because sometimes we might have a job that we do that we're not in alignment with, or we might have to do something, whatever the case might be, and we're not in alignment with. But having said this, the more in alignment with the stuff that you do, the more in alignment you are with who you really are. Okay, and like I said, even if you hear me saying something that you don't like, that's fine, because we can't agree on everything, and we can't be in alignment with everything, of course, right? So just take the stuff that you are in alignment with and leave the rest. Thank you for the balloons, Amelia. I love it. Hello, my friend. And Ma's in the house. Hi, Ma. How are you? I hope you're doing well. And before you ask about Bailey, Ma, yes, she's around. She's out in the yard right now. But yes, I know that's coming. That's why I'm saying. And hello from Ottawa. All right. And we have the capital of Canada here as well. A lot of people think Toronto's the capital, but no, it's actually Ottawa. Hello, my friend. Hill from Slovenia is in the house. Hello from Pennsylvania. Okay. And Mary Lou, I believe. Hello, my friend. It's always a blessing to listen to you from New Zealand. Awesome. I'm just curious, what time is it in New Zealand, my friend? Because it must be either really, really late or early morning there. But either way, I have a funny feeling it's already Friday in New Zealand. Thank you for connecting. I'm truly humbled and grateful to have all you wonderful people connecting from all around the world. You are doing a fantastic job. Thank you, my friend. I truly appreciate all your beautiful comments, all your fantastic comments. And the more beautiful people I get like you people to connect with, the more I'm in tune, and more, things that I like to do like this. So while I have everybody here, like I said before, for those of you that don't know me, you can go and hit check my page on TikTok. And if you like what you see, you can hit the follow button there. And also, don't forget the notifications, little bell. That way, every time I upload a video, you will be the first to know. I do quite a few videos that I upload there. So go ahead and check it out. And right at the bottom of the page, you're going to see my link tree. You can hit that. And you can also check me out on YouTube and Instagram, because I do different things on different platforms. And at the same time, I upload these videos on, or these lives, I should say, I upload them on YouTube. That way, I don't miss them. And for those of you that want to subscribe, go right ahead. This is your opportunity. You can only subscribe while I am here live. Okay, so here's your chance. Okay, and Ma, love and light to you. All kiss our little puppy for us. Oh, thank you, Ma. I knew you were going to ask about the little puppy. That's why I mentioned it. Ruben Lopez from South Texas. Awesome. There's another beautiful state that I love. Texas is by far one of my favorite U.S. states. I've been there a few times, and I love it there. Who else? Any other comments? Shahira's in the house. Love and respect from London. Thank you, my friend. Now, is this London, Ontario, or London, England? I'm assuming it's London, England. Otherwise, you would have specified Ontario, of course. And love and respect from North Carolina. And like I said, all my American friends are joining. They're jumping in right now because, again, our time differences are not that far off. So thank you for connecting. Thank you for being here. And love from Manchester, UK. Awesome. Any of you that might have any questions, this is your opportunity to go ahead and throw them out here. They don't necessarily have to be related with the topic of being in alignment. They could be any question that's in your mind, or any random thing that you want to discuss. This is your opportunity, of course. So go right ahead, and don't be shy. Rick, I know you're in the house still. If you have any questions, go right ahead. I know you always like to stir the pot up a little bit. You have some questions usually. Love from Maine, and Maine is in the house, and Connecticut is in the house. Wow, we have so many beautiful people from all around not only the world, but around our neighbors here in the U.S. Hello, how are you? Nat is in the house. Thank you, my friend, for being here. Do you think we create our reality and there is no destiny, no karma? We create everything. So thank you for that, Nat. Yes, 1000%. I've actually done videos on this as well. And we definitely create our own reality. There's no two ways about it. And if you actually sit there and you don't even have to what we call it, awaken to realize this, right? Just look around you and see every instance or anything that has happened in your life. If you follow your thinking patterns and your emotional patterns that led up to that point, you will see that there was a connection somewhere, okay? You definitely create your reality. No two ways about it. And as far as destiny or karma, so destiny works like this, okay? Yes, when we come in, some of us, we like to call it a soul contract, right? We do have soul contracts that we create with others, but at the same token, they're not written, like in stone. You can always break away from any kind of a contract that you have because you are a being of love and light and you can do whatever you please, believe it or not. So destiny for that part, it goes up to a certain point and then you can do whatever you want. So, and as far as karma, again, karma is not the way we explain it here, okay? It's not the way we think it works out. So you don't have anything to pay. You don't have a debt to pay from a previous life or previous lifetimes, okay? That's not the way it works. The only so-called karma that we might call it as a karma is only the actions that you take right here in this lifetime, right now, that will lead you to experiencing different things, right? But that, again, comes into creating your reality. So we definitely create everything. Thank you for that, Nat. Beautiful. Paul from Scotland is in the house. And we have another beautiful question here. Fanon is saying, is Earth flat or is it a sphere? All right. So I know that a lot of you, not a lot of you, some of you I should say, are out there and believe that the Earth is flat, okay? And I'm going to tell you something here, and you don't even need to look far from it. You don't need to go in space to see it. You don't need to do anything like that. So, the Earth is definitely a sphere, okay? And I'm going to tell you why it's a sphere. If you look around you, okay, everything around you, if you take a droplet of water, for example, and you just break it loose, it's going to take a circular form, okay? If you take anything you take and you put no energy around it, it's going to take a circular form. Why? Because naturally, all right, all the atoms and everything else in it naturally want to come as close as they can to one another and they become a sphere. If you look at the planets, any planet you look at in the whole universe, you will see they all have formed in spheres for that particular reason, okay? So your cells, everything has a way of becoming a sphere. So yes, definitely the Earth is a sphere, okay? So no doubt about that, my friend. Besides, science has already been there multiple times to tell us that. So I'm doing good, thank you, my friend. And Nat is saying, it is just a bit slowly. Can we somehow speed up the process? Yes, you can speed up the process. And the way you speed up the process, Nat, is by simply being present. The more present you are and fully aware of the moment, the more things will speed up. And I'm going to tell you why. They speed up because when you are present, you create no resistance. Okay, so anything that you create no resistance to will naturally, on its own, take its own course and speed up. Now, having said this, I would just let things happen the way they are meant to happen. When I say meant to happen, I mean there's a certain unfolding that takes place, and our inner being, higher being, or whatever you want to call it, always knows best for us, believe it or not. Because a lot of times what happens is we become so wrapped up in our own mind, our own emotions, our own thoughts, that we actually create roadblocks for ourselves. So the quickest way to get rid of those roadblocks is by simply being present and aware of this present moment. Things will speed up for you now. Not just you, but anybody that wants to actually apply this. So destiny is also linked to the law of attraction. Beautiful comment. Yes, it is. Destiny is definitely linked to the law of attraction, because whatever you put out there in a form of vibration, because everything is vibration and frequency, of course, you will attract. So yes, destiny is linked with the law of attraction. Thank you for that beautiful comment. Mercy, I believe, when we are connected to an object, do we see it vibrating or moving a little? So, in order for you to see it vibrating or moving, you would have to have a vision like a microscope, literally. So, having said this, everything is moving, everything is vibrating. We just don't see it. We see it as being still, of course, but nothing is still. Energy is always moving, energy is always vibrating, right? But in your case, what you're saying about the object here, if you keep your eyes on it and you focus on it, you will see a vibration coming out of it. Yes, you will, if you look at it long enough, okay? And you might even see it moving a little bit, which that's what I call vibration anyway. Okay, John from Netherlands in the house. Thank you for joining, my friend. And Varden is in the house. Thank you, my friend. As I know, we are from one atom, and time does not exist. So I am alone doing business with myself. All right, that's a great question, and you are correct. Okay, time does not exist. Time is actually man-made, and scientists are starting to catch up on that as well. As a matter of fact, Einstein had already stated that himself, that time didn't exist. So this is nothing new. We already know that. Time only exists on this physical realm that we exist as ourselves. And the reason for it existing is because we want to experience everything in a linear fashion. So the only way you're going to experience things in a linear fashion is by involving time, okay, or creating time, I should say. So as far as the alone doing business with yourself, it's a little more complicated than that, okay, because we are connected, all of us are connected to the one source that some of us call source, some of us call God. Doesn't matter what you call it, doesn't really matter. We are all of the same essence. Think about it as you being a droplet of water that has broken away from the ocean, okay? So think of the Pacific Ocean or Atlantic Ocean, and you are just a droplet of water. Now, you carry the same qualities as the ocean, believe it or not. You're not different than it. You are of the same essence. You just broke off and you're experiencing life in your own manner, right? Now, you have a choice. You have a choice to either unite back to what we call source, or the Pacific Ocean, whatever you want to call it here, and you can become one big magnificent ocean, or you can just stay like that, like the little droplet, and you can expand and grow and create your own ocean eventually, right? But either way, the alone part, we are connected with everybody. Let me just put it to you like this. Everything and everybody around us, we are connected with. No two ways about it. I absolutely love your chair. Thank you. I love it too. Yes, it's got like a little eagle here. The eagle face. Yep. I don't know if you can see it. Beautiful chair. Thank you. Okay, Vic is in the house. Thank you, my friend. Amelia, yeah, we need a better look at the chair. There you go, Amelia. It's a nice chair. Thank you. Okay, are we real or are we dreaming in a dream? So, that's a beautiful question. But let me put it to you this way. Um, the only thing that you can be totally sure of, okay, is your awareness, your consciousness. You can't be sure if I'm here. You can't be sure if anything else is there, right? But you can definitely be sure that you are. You know what I'm saying? So if you are sure that you are, then make no mistake, you are real, my friend. Okay? You are definitely real. Now, whether you're dreaming or not, that's a whole different ballgame, because who you really are doesn't really need to dream. So you are definitely real. No two ways about that. So Nat is saying, what is the most positive vibration? Beautiful, beautiful, Nat. So the ones that I really, really consider high up there, and I know for a fact that they're high up there. There's so many vibrations, and so many of them are connected with emotions and all that. My top favorite ones are obviously compassion. I love compassion. Appreciation. I really love appreciation, right? Gratitude. And my top one would be love. 1000% that. Love is it. It's the mother of mothers, if you want to put it like that, right? So all the other ones actually come from the love vibration. It's just a different form of the love vibration, but love is definitely the number one. This is what we strive for. That's why you will hear me many times saying we are love and light. Okay, that's what we are, or light, light. Yes, love and light, right? That's what we are. So, I had a visit from my late husband while thinking about him. He spoke to me as though he was here. So, now my question to you, when you say that you had a visit, were you awake and you had this visit? Because a lot of people have this ability and capability of actually being awake, being in a room, or it doesn't matter, being even outside, and seeing somebody in front of them and having this communication. There's a lot of people, believe it or not, that are very, very capable of doing such things. Okay, that's because they have changed the way they look at things or their vision, right? So I want to know if it was a dream or if it was real. But either way, doesn't really matter, and I'll tell you why. Because whether it was in your dream or whether it was real, this conversation that you had with your late husband was real, 1000%. It can't be anything else. So even if you think that you were hallucinating or you were imagining the whole thing, you were not, because you cannot imagine something that can't happen. Do you know what I mean? Everything that you imagine happens. Maybe it doesn't happen in this physical reality. Maybe it doesn't happen in this dimension, but it is happening somewhere else. But just because it's happening somewhere else doesn't make it less real. Do you know what I'm saying? So, Mercia, thank you, my friend. Hi, my friend Zeus. Thank you, my friend. Conavito, yes. Donna's in the house. Thank you, Donna. We are indeed. We are. Cool chair. Thank you, my friend. At times we are conscious. Yes, definitely. So you've probably heard me say this before, that everything around us, everything you see, is actually nothing more than just a dance of energy and consciousness. Okay? So everything around us is energy. We know that. Even science knows this, right? Even if you take, thank you for that. Even if you take the most powerful microscope and you put it, doesn't matter, even if you put on this cup and you try to zoom in, you will definitely see, if you zoom as much as you can zoom in, you're going to see that there's nothing there. Okay, you're going to see blank, nothingness, nothing. And if you zoom close enough, the only thing you're going to see is energy at a certain frequency. You're going to see energy dancing around, right? Now, the funny thing with energy is, though, when you apply consciousness to it or awareness, it does funny things. It's like it almost knows that it's being watched. It knows that there's something watching it, right? And there's been even experiments done with this, scientific experiments. So this is not just some random idea that somebody came up with, right? There have been experiments, and we know this for a fact, that when you look at an object, doesn't matter what it is, its behavior changes, okay? So in this case, since there are no objects, right, there's just energy. When you look at energy, what are you doing? You are conscious of it. You're aware of it. Since you're aware of it, it starts behaving differently. So, which means that your consciousness, that is dancing with this energy. There's an interconnection there. That's why you hear me many times saying that there's energy, but you are not energy. You are its master. And the reason why I'm saying is you are its master is because energy dances around according to you, to your will, right? That's how you create your own reality. This is how you bring things into your life. This is how you can heal yourself. This is how you can heal others. This is how everything happens around us. It happens because everything is energy. And when you put your awareness and your consciousness to it and you put an intention to it, magical things happen. Okay, you just need to understand this. The problem is that we associate ourselves with what is happening around us. We associate ourselves and we think that we are this body, but we're not. Even scientifically, we know this for a fact now, that even if you zoom into your body, you will see that there's nothing there. It's energy. Your body is just energy. And the funny thing about it is you can feel this energy. If you focus on it, you can feel it. You know exactly what your arm is doing. You know exactly what your inner body is doing. Even if you don't move anything, you can feel it. This is energy. Okay? And the fact that you are aware of this energy means that you are not your body. You are the awareness behind it. So therefore, you are its master. Which country are you from? Says Vic. Right now, I am in Canada, my friend. But originally, I was born in Athens, Greece. Having said that, excuse me, I don't label myself with anything. Why? Because we are all connected, doesn't matter where we come from. Hello, my friend, thank you. Way Down We Go, I love that name. How can we understand if we are real or not? What's reality? That's exactly what I was saying earlier. The only way you can understand if you are real or not is to, first of all, be silent, stay still, okay? Feel the energy within you, okay? And once you feel the energy within you, let it expand, and then ask yourself either, who am I? This is what we call self-inquiry. Or you can just make a statement and say, I am. Okay? Both those will bring you to the same understanding. Okay? But the question thing, though, if you say, if you make the statement as I am, the more you present this statement, the more you're going to try to figure out who are you, like I am, who's the I. And if you do this long enough and properly, hopefully the answer will come to you. And I'm saying hopefully because it doesn't come to everybody. It takes practice. It takes a while before you can come down to this understanding, right? But then once you find out the answer to that, the I am part or who am I part, you will definitely understand that you are real. As a matter of fact, the only thing that's going to make sense to you is that you are real. You might not know if everything else is real around you, but you'll definitely understand that you are real. That is for sure. Awake. Yes, my friend. It felt very real. Thank you. And Buddha Tao's in the house. Thanks. Thank you, my friend. Awesome. All right, having all you people here, I'd like to say thank you, online cursed again. Okay, for the little for the crown, I love that. For those of you that don't know me, again, I'm going to take the opportunity and say you can hit my page if you like what you see. I do have quite a few videos there. Hit a follow, and at the same time, you can always hit the notifications icon so you can be the first to get notified every time I do a live video, or a video, I should say. And of course, at the bottom of my page there, you're going to see my link tree. You can hit it, and it's going to take you to my YouTube or Instagram. Okay, because I do different things in different platforms, of course. And on YouTube, I upload these lives, so that way nobody misses them. And for those of you that want to subscribe, go right ahead. You can subscribe while I am live. That's the only opportunity you have. So, and Vertam Verdun is asking, sometimes my dream is so clear that I think it's really happened, and I can't believe that it's fake. That is because, for those of you that have been following me for a while now, one thing that I do say about dreams is that they are definitely real. They are always real. You can't imagine something that is not happening, number one. And number two, you are experiencing whatever is happening in a different reality, in a different dimension. Now, when I say you, I mean you as your awareness. I don't mean you as your body, okay? Because you are not your body. So you are definitely in a different reality, in a different time zone, in a different whatever you might want to call it. Thank you, Camila. Camila's in the house. Thank you for that. So you are definitely not dreaming something fake. Let me put it to you like that. Okay? That's why it feels like that to you. Because your emotions don't lie. Okay? Like your emotional state always is your best guide. And Paul says, thank you, my friend. I agree. Kalispera. Okay, we have some fellows from Greece here. Kalispera to you too, my friend. Prana is life force energy. In ancient Chinese religion, it is Qi. Yes, it is Qi. Some people call it Qi, Prana. There's different names that different cultures do call it. But thank you for sharing this, because the beautiful thing about this is that we knew from in ancient times, we already knew that this existed, this energy did exist. And thus, that's how we make the energy balls and all that. Some people call them chi balls and so on, right? I said chi balls, not cheese balls. Just to verify. All right, so Brain is in the house. We love you so much. We are all connected. Yes, we are, my friend. And that's what I'm doing here. We are all connected, and I am trying to raise the awareness level, not just for our sake, but for the whole planet's sake and for the whole universe's sake. Because the more awareness we create, believe it or not, the planet itself has an awareness of its own. So when we raise our vibration, our awareness, the planet also raises its vibration and its awareness. And it's a chain reaction. So does everything else around the planet, all the way out to the universe. So, the religion is truth or a fiction? Okay. So, religions, believe it or not, have... let me put it like this. When you read a religious book, okay, the books were actually written in a way that everybody understands them in a different fashion, okay? So, example, if you take, I don't know, whatever book you want, doesn't matter. You can take the Bible, right? And you read a phrase from it. When you read that phrase, this is the key now. You need to understand it in the way it is communicating with you, okay? So, when you understand that phrase and it makes sense to you, so be it, right? But somebody else might read that same phrase and they might have a different understanding. Now, does that mean that one phrase or your understanding is better than the other person's understanding? Of course not. you just have a different understanding, because it comes back to what I was saying earlier at the beginning of this video about alignment, right? So you take the things that are in alignment with you and leave the rest, okay? So there is a lot of truth in different religious books, right? But you just got to find your truth, if you know what I'm saying, okay? But they are all very smart books. They are written in a very smart way, and they are not meant to be read phrase by phrase or word by word and understood like that. You need to dive deeper than that and understand what they're really saying, okay? So, what do you think about the books of Franz Barton? Good question. I don't know who Franz Barton is, believe it or not. Never really followed Franz. But again, I'm going to say this. If you have a certain book in your hand and it makes sense to you, by all means read it. In this case, I don't know who Franz Barton is. Now, I'm going to go look him up, obviously. But if something makes sense to you and you're in alignment with it, by all means, go right ahead. Okay? Milan, okay, hello. It is Annie from Lebanon. Hi, my friend. I'm a big fan of you. Thank you for connecting, and I hope you're doing very, very well where you are in Lebanon, Annie. Chevy owner, I want to look at your chair you are sitting on. It looks homemade. There you go. It's a beautiful chair with an eagle on it. Oh, I think I might have missed some here. Thank you, Camila. Who else is here? Hello, greetings from Slovenia. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Love and light to you. Love and light to you as well. Greetings to all. Evelyn is saying greetings to you too. Thank you so much. I love it. We're having so many beautiful comments here. I love you guys. Let's get some more likes here, folks, because the more likes we get, the more of a feeding frenzy we create. And of course, don't be shy to share this. Okay. Awesome. Mirror in Bloom, I love that. Camila just became a Tupperware. Camila, you are my #1 viewer for tonight. Awesome, I love that. Thank you, Camila. Always here when I see you. Yes, I noticed. I love you dearly, my friend. Thank you, Camila. I love you too. You are such a wonderful person to have around. I love it. And of course, I love all of you because you are all wonderful. We are not here by accident. We are all connected here. And that's why we're all here. Efkaristo Poli Unlimited. Thank you, my friend. Okay, and Abna joined. And Campacho saying, like a memory in my blood. I guess is about belief. So for a believer, yeah, for a non-believer, no. Okay, and Alex is in the house. Good evening. I get often lots of deja vu moments, and sometimes the same scenario. The moment repeats itself, I guess. So Alex, that's not very uncommon actually, and I've said it before. A lot of times what happens in a deja vu, of course there's different explanations for this, right? But one of the most common explanations for this is that you, as in you, are living in multiple realities or multiple dimensions, as we call it. But having said this, you are connected with all of them, believe it or not, Alex. Okay, and what happens is some of them are so closely related with what is happening right now, because sometimes we shift. Every day, actually, we can shift and we can enter a different reality. We just don't realize it. Okay, so deja vus are something like that. You are connecting with other parts of yourself that are reliving the same thing. Okay, and that's why you see the same thing happening, right? There are always some stuff that are different in them, but For the most part, you're not going to see the stuff that are different. You're going to recognize the stuff that are the same. So that's pretty much what a deja vu is. Awesome. Buddha Tao, way is world now in the state of chaos. So, thank you for that comment, Buddha. I would like it if I'm just going to suggest something to you, okay? Instead of looking at the world as a world of chaos or a state of chaos, why not look at the world as the perfect place for you to grow and expand, okay? Because think about it. If the world was not the way it is, you wouldn't have realized it, right? And if you just followed along, you wouldn't grow, you wouldn't expand. You see, in order for you, not just you, all of us, in order for us, I should say, to see the light, we must experience darkness, okay? We are multi-dimensional beings of vast proportions filled with love and light, right? But this is the trick here. How are you going to know this unless you actually experience darkness? So this is what you're seeing here. You're seeing a world that is in a state of chaos, right? But if it wasn't like that, you wouldn't realize the light of it, the brightness of it. You wouldn't expand, you wouldn't grow. So my friend, the world is actually perfect. It is the way it should be, believe it or not. Nothing needs to be corrected here, believe me. Hi, okay, how can we change our way of thinking to benefit us? Exactly. So the way of changing your way of thinking is, I love to put it like this. How about you don't think at all? I know some of you are going to say, what? No, don't think at all. What do I mean by that? I mean just silence your mind, silence your thoughts, okay? Be still, be quiet. The minute you do this, your thinking will calm down, okay? And when your thinking calms down, you quickly realize that you are not your thoughts. You quickly realize that all this chaos that we see around us is actually generated from our mind, okay? It is. Our mind always loves chaos. Our mind always loves problems. Our mind, because why? Because it wants attention, okay? It's like a child that needs to be broken into. It's like a child that needs to be trained, right? That's what our mind is. So if you train it to be still and quiet, your way of thinking will also change, because now your mind is going to become more effective and you can actually use it as it was meant to be used. You're going to use it as the tool that it was meant to be and not the other way around. Beautiful comment though, I love that. And Verton says, I work very hard during the day and then I go to sleep. Are you still doing the same kind of hard work? I work very hard during the day, okay? Then I go to sleep. Are you still doing the same kind of hard work? When you're sleeping, you mean? I'm not sure what the question here is. But my suggestion would be, no matter what the comment was here, my suggestion would be not to see it as hard work, but try to find pleasure in whatever you're doing. Because the minute you find pleasure, the more your emotional state rises, the more your vibration will rise, and the better you're going to feel overall about the work that you're doing and even the kind of sleep that you're getting. Okay? Caroline St. Okay, I have energized water before to heal my sickness. Do you have any tricks? I have energized water before to heal my sickness. Do you have any tricks? So there's a lot of tricks to heal stuff, but I love what you said here. I love about energizing your water. You know why? Because believe it or not, water is one of the most easily influenced substances on this earth. Okay? And when I say easily, I mean easily. There's also experiments that have been done with water, and you can see that they took water, for example, and you can throw an emotion towards it, like love, hate, this and that. And if you freeze it, you will see a certain vibration. Okay, and if you feed it positive emotions, you're going to see beautiful, beautiful shapes emerging from it. And if you feed it negative stuff, you're going to see just shapes are not very well balanced and they're just all over the place, right? So water, if you take a cup of water and you give it a couple of minutes, 2-3 minutes before you drink it, and you just put the intention that you want this water, you love this water, you love it because it keeps your thirst, or it makes your thirst disappear, or this water is so beneficial to your health, it hydrates you, whatever. Just think of anything you want to do. Just throw something positive, or every time you have that cup, you are healed, right? And just put that thought, that intention into the cup of water before you drink it, and then chug it down. You're going to see remarkable results in no time, because water is actually very influenced by our thoughts and our emotions. And since I said that, I've also done a video on this, okay? Our body is over 3/4 water, believe it or not, which we know this. So what does this mean? This means that we can also change our way of thinking, create more positive emotions, and our body is naturally going to benefit from this. It's naturally going to heal itself on its own without us doing anything else, because it already is 3/4 water, okay? And water, like I said before, you can influence water very fast, very quick, and very effective. Quantum consciousness, 1000%. LBs, dive deeper. You just reminded me of Ralph Smart. Also, thank you. Buddha Tao, thank you, my friend. Miss Fancy's in the house. Hello, my friend. Just dropped. Thank you, my friend. Laugh out loud. Dropped in to say hello. Thank you, Miss Fancy. Thank you for saying hello. Always a pleasure having you here, of course. And Retronick says we must stop supporting governments. Their currency is fear. Only then can we reach our potential. Awesome. That's a beautiful statement. And I'm not just going to say governments. I'm going to say anything that invokes fear in you. Know this, that you are not, you're above and beyond fear. Okay? Nothing can actually influence you unless you let it influence you. So, having said this, no matter what governments are doing, no matter what anybody else is doing, the only control that you have is your emotional response to it. So, my suggestion would be just don't let it bother you. Find the positive in it, okay? Because like I said before, everything is there for our awakening. Everything is to perfection for us to grow and to evolve and to expand. So, don't try to change governments. Don't try to, you know what I'm saying? Just the only control you have is within yourself. If you change your mindset, the whole world will change. You know why? Because you're going to find yourself shifting in a different reality, and you left the old world behind. Because this is what happens. We create our own reality. Just like Nat mentioned earlier, we create our own reality. Okay? And this is one way we do it. By us changing the way we think, we shift into a different reality. Believe it or not. You are truly a mentor. Lesson for you, my friend. Thank you, my friend, for this. I love it. Camila, everything has a meaning, and you definitely have a deeper one. Thank you, Camila. I love this. I love all your wonderful comments. And Michael's asking, are you believe in God? I believe your question is. So, Michael, the question here is irrelevant to me, and I'll tell you why. Because the question you should be asking is what you believe in, because that's the only thing that matters, okay? What I believe in doesn't matter, because you are the one that creates your own reality, okay? I can't create your reality for you. And whether I believe in God or whether I don't believe in God or whether it doesn't matter, it's irrelevant. Okay, just take the things that ring a bell with you, things that you are in alignment with, and the rest you can just leave them behind. Okay, but never be concerned about what others are doing. Always be concerned about what you are doing. Alex, thank you, my friend. Ali, hello, friend. Hello, Miss Fancy. My day, I am doing procrastination jobs today. Procrastinated jobs today. Okay. Didn't feel like it, but adjusted my attitude. Laugh out loud. Awesome. And that's a beautiful way of seeing it. Yes, a lot of times it's funny because the video, this live earlier, that's what it was about. It was about being in alignment with your surroundings, yourself, your job, whatever, right, that you do. And this just falls right in. Obviously, you weren't in alignment with whatever jobs you had today, but you found a way around it because you adjusted your attitude, and everything is much, much smoother now. I love your attitude, Miss Fancy. Thank you for sharing. And Buratal, I see. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Michael Ocean, Santa Heart, thank you. Rachel Williams in the house. Thank you, Rachel. Hello, my beautiful friend. Always nice to have you here, Rachel. And in praying and sun gazing today, I had a lot of tiny things fly by me and around me. Awesome. That's a positive experience, Rachel. For sure. I hope when you were sun gazing, it was early in the morning, of course, because that is the best time to sun gaze, right? You don't want to sun gaze when the sun is out full force. That's when things can get a little dicey, right? But I'm sure you've done sun gazing before many times, so you do know what you're doing here. So that's awesome. And seeing all these things fly around you is actually awesome as well. Michael, I think I answered that already. In praying sun gazing today, I had a lot of things. Awesome. Much love, respect. Polly from South Australia. Awesome. User, I feel it can be done in 2 to 3 seconds. Okay. User, okay. Is our water safe to drink, or do we have to filter it in from the UK? As you know, I am from Greek origin. Thank you, my friend. So, water, like I said, is an amazing, amazing substance. You can actually do incredible things with water, like I've said before. If you don't feel comfortable with the water that you drink, okay, you can always put it in a cup, set an intention to it, okay, and say to it, you know what, be clear, be safe for me to drink. And believe it or not, you are going to influence this cup of water because, like I said earlier, water is, if not the most influential property on this planet. Try that. That way you don't even have to worry about filters or anything else, as long as you have your intention in the right place, of course. But if it makes you feel better, go right ahead and filter it too, by all means. My family is from Athens, Piraeus. What is your name? Mine is Andonis. Thank you, Adonis. My name is Nodas, actually. And I was born in Athens, believe it or not, but my origin is from Thiva. That's the name of Epaminondas. It's a very ancient name for all the Greeks that know about it. Every Greek knows about the name Epaminondas. And where did you get your wisdom from? I think I've mentioned this many, many times before. Yeah, these are downloads that I get, visions, emotional states. Things just come to me. And having said that, they can come to you as well. All you need to do is just be still and listen, and they will come. Let's get some more likes here, because it seems like TikTok loves it when we push more likes, because it just kind of pushes us out there even more and brings more people to us. And this is what we want. We want to bring more people, because the more people we bring this awareness to, the more beneficial it is for everybody as a whole, including the planet, of course, and the universe. This world is so beautiful. I wish everyone could see that. Beautiful comment. Thank you, Caroline. Caroline Nystel. Yes, thank you for that. That's what I've been saying all along. You can either train your mind to see the beauty in all things, or you can train your mind to see doom and gloom in all things. The choice is yours, right? Your mind is nothing but a tool, and you have control of it, total control. So whatever you choose to see, you will see. And believe it or not, this is where the law of attraction kicks in as well, because what you actually choose to see is what you will attract. Okay? No two ways about it. Everything is about frequency and vibration. Face a situation fearlessly. I love this. Thank you, Lucky Luke. And there is no situation to be faced. Absolutely. I love it. I love you. I love you too. Sarika's in the house. Do you know who Dolores Cannon was? If you know, what do you think of her teachings? So I did hear about Dolores Cannon, yes. And Dolores Cannon had a very unique way of communicating what she would call the subconscious. And actually, I have some people that do work along Dolores Cannon's work. Actually, one of them is a good friend of mine. Her name is Susan Urban. And Susan swears by Dolores Cannon's work, okay? She does it herself, and she has seen remarkable results among her clients. So I think her teachings and her work are very helpful to those who are looking for that kind of work and those kind of teachings, of course, right? But yes, I have heard of her. Love your master, sending all the peace and light. Thank you, my friend. Greetings from Estonia. Awesome. Estonia's in the house. Hello, greetings from Bavaria. Awesome. Sama 1. Bavaria happens to be one of the regions that I really, really love. It's just because every time I see Bavaria, I've had a few BMWs in my life. That's why I'm saying Bavaria. And every time I see Bavaria, I just link it automatically to the cars that I drive. Of course, I have multiple cars, but one of them still is a BMW, and I like that. Bavaria also always brings me a smile on my face. Thank you for that. Hi, handsome. How are you? Thank you, my friend. I'm doing well. Bansri knows. Okay. Some of your names, I'm sorry if I butcher them. Just sometimes I can't really see them clear on the screen. Rose is in the house. I love your videos so much. Thank you so much. Beautiful. I love that. Plasma energy water is amazing. There you go. There's a suggestion. Andrea just put it. Plasma energy water. Why not try that? And Camila's asking, what is the difference in all the healing methods, and how do I know what to use? So, the end result, Camila, thank you for asking that. The end result is pretty much the same. Okay, now, as far as the methods are concerned, there are different methods out there because we all relate in different ways, right? So you choose the method that is actually comfortable for you, okay? And a lot of times if we are trying to heal others, if it's not about ourselves, we have to choose a method that's comfortable for them as well, if you want to use it for that purpose for others, right? So the end result is the same, okay? The only difference is how we connect with the actual method. Some methods we connect better than others, okay? That's the only difference. You got powers? Everybody's got powers. You just need to wake up to them. Everybody on this planet has powers, believe it or not. Why? Because we are not different. We all come from source. We are all one. So we all have powers. You just need to wake up to them. Okay, that's all it is. Awesome. Yeah, I just know it works for me. Thank you, Camila. Yeah. Paniotis, thank you. Panayotis, you mean? Thank you, Panayoti. Miss Fancy, I just drank some infused water and I feel more energized. Thank you. Yes, you can drink infused water. You can drink all kinds of different water. Again, like I said, doesn't matter what the water is. Bottom line is, if you put the intention, you're going to make it even more energized. Put the intention, hold it for a couple of minutes, you know what I mean, in your hand, and just give it the intention. What do you want this water to do to your body? And then take it down and you will feel so much more energized. You're going to feel amazing results. Trust me on this. Hello, my friend, to you too. Kaner is in the house. Greeting from South Africa. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for connecting. And Sarah Kassin, thank you, and greetings from Finland. Awesome. We finally have somebody from Finland. Usually I have Norway in the house, and I have Sweden in the house, Denmark a lot of times. So now I'm happy to have Finland too. That way we create a whole group of all my Viking friends that I like to call you all. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you for joining. How do we destabilize the energy of an object to get it out of balance? That's a beautiful question. So, why would you think of destabilizing the energy of an object to begin with? Why not just connect with it and just put your intention out there and see what the object does? Because the word destabilize, I'm not too keen on the word. Every time I see a word like that, it reminds me of something negative. That's personal, of course. I try to use everything in a positive way. That's why I'm saying, right? So even the wording that I would use, I would shift it, because every time you use something, it shows your connection with who you are. It shows your connection with if you're in alignment with yourself or not, right? So you need to check yourself. So instead of using the word destabilize the energy, I would just simply use connect with the object and put my intention out there and see what the object does. Because it is going to respond, believe me. It will. And greetings from God City, Hungary. Awesome. Hungary is in the house. Love it. So many people from all around the world. I love you guys. Okay, I'm going to say it again. For those of you that don't know me, please go right ahead and hit a follow on my page if you like what you see. Also, hit the little bell icon. That way you get notified every time I upload a video. Also, at the bottom of my page, you will see my link tree. You can hit that, and that will give you my links also to my YouTube channel and my Instagram, because I do different things on different platforms. And I also upload these lives on YouTube. That way we all have them, especially myself, when I look back. And of course, anybody that wants to subscribe, this is your opportunity. You can subscribe while I'm live, and that's a beautiful thing also. Hello from New Hampshire. Awesome. Okay, what were you saying here? Okay, besides hungry. Ellie, I believe, do we have spiritual guides that guide us in our daily lives? How do we hear them? 1000%. We all have spiritual guides. We all are connected with them, believe it or not. The way you hear them is by simply becoming still and silent. Okay? And I can't emphasize this enough. There's a reason why I'm saying be still and silent, because when you are still and silent, what happens is your mind, you are giving your mind something to do actually. In this case, you are telling it to focus on the present moment, to focus in the stillness, to focus in the now, right? And by doing this, you will be more open to what I call the downloads, like what I get. You get your downloads, you get your, you can have visions, you can have information coming into your mind, you can have different emotions depending on where you are. And this is all part of your spiritual guides trying to connect with you, but also your inner self, your inner being, your true self is also trying to communicate with you through that method. So, in other words, you just got to be quiet and listen. That's all there is to it. Hello from New Hampshire. Hello, my friend. Thank you for joining. And Created Your Reality is in the house. I place my positive energy into my water. Yes, that is very, very good. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, that's exactly what I've been talking about. You place your energy into the water by putting your intention. Okay, and there's other ways, of course, that you can do it. But I love the intention part. Hello from Holland. Hello, Gary. Thank you for being here. And user John, thank you for subscribing, my friend. So user John just became the #2 viewer. Thank you, John, for that. 04440. You have a whole bunch of numbers there, but thank you for subscribing as well. And thank you for being my #2 viewer for tonight. I appreciate you. Sent 3 roses. Thank you. That's John again. If you guys have more questions, feel free. What do you think of Bruce Lipton, Wayne Dyer, and Joe Dispenza? Panayotis? Think these guys are great. Panayotis, you mean? And so do I. I've heard of all of them, and they are truly amazing people that are doing some remarkable work on this planet. To be honest with you, I hadn't heard much about them until not too long ago, actually, and I did see some of their videos, and I did see some of the work that they do, and they are truly amazing people, all of them. Bruce Lipton, Wayne Dyer, Joe Dispenza, and I would even go further and say the other gentleman with the gray hair, blonde. When I think of his name, I'm going to let you know, but there's a whole group of them, and they are actually amazing people doing a lot of beautiful work. Eric Braden, I believe, or Greg Braden is the other one. Greg Braden. Check him out. You're going to love him as well. Okay. And Camila is responding to you, Sarek. Not sure how it's spelled. Love and light from Norway. Awesome. I love you guys. That's what I'm saying. You're interconnecting with one another as well, and it's beautiful. Sorry, and you, Panayotis. Awesome, no problem. And Ellie is saying, how do you know it's them and not your thoughts when you're still? So the way you know that it's them and not your thoughts is because your thoughts have a certain pattern, okay? And your pattern of thoughts is easily recognized, believe it or not, because your thoughts keep repeating themselves. They keep recycling themselves over and over again. So the way to know that it's your spiritual guides, that is, right, instead of your thoughts, is because you are going to get information that you normally don't know. You are going to hear words that you would normally not say, or phrases. You would get some kind of a vibe or emotion or a download or a vision that you would normally not get, okay? So this that you're getting is your key indicator that you are communicating with your guides and not your thoughts, okay? Beautiful, beautiful question. I love it. You guys are on the ball tonight. I love this. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Chester Rock, you're more than welcome, my friend. And thank you, John, for subscribing, of course. Love and light to you, my friend. And greetings from Munich. I see we have a few folks from Germany here as well. Munich is in the house. Thank you. Hello from South Africa. Hello, Gary. Neville Goddard. Yes, that's another beautiful person that I've watched a few videos on. So all these people are all wonderful. And again, I'm going to say it again, what I started saying at the beginning. Maybe you don't agree with everything, because you're not going to agree with everything, right? But just take the stuff that you are in alignment with. Just take the stuff that makes sense to you and feel good to you, and leave the rest, okay? But having said this, there might come a time later on in your life that the stuff that you left, all of a sudden, now you are in alignment with, and now they make sense to you. So then, at that particular moment, when they do make sense to you, you can pick them up and carry on from where you left off, I should say, right? So, and the same thing applies for myself. Just take the things that make sense to you from what I'm saying and leave the rest, okay? And maybe sometime down the road, the rest might make sense to you as well, or maybe they might not. Just take whatever makes sense to you. And that's what I'm saying, you are in alignment with yourself, right? Am I wrong if I consider the state of rest of an object equilibrium? No, you're not wrong, actually. You can state it any way you want to state it or consider it, as long as, again, as long as the wording is in alignment with you, and if it doesn't create any inner resistance, you can use whatever wording you want, okay? And you're not wrong, my friend. There's no right or wrong, okay? There's just alignment and non-alignment. There's only light, and darkness doesn't exist. It's just you pinch yourself off from the light. That's how you experience darkness. So in this case, there's alignment and non-alignment. So it doesn't matter what you use. You're not wrong. Thank you, John, for sharing the video, the live. Appreciate it. And John says, come on, guys, show your support and tap your screen. Thank you, John. I love you, my friend. Thank you for your wonderful comments. Thank you for all those hearts. Thank you for your subscription. Thank you for all the beautiful things that you do. I love your energy, and I love all you guys here, because you create such a positive energy, and we are showing the world that we are raising the vibration as a collective. We are raising the frequency, not just of ourselves, but of all of us as a collective. And by doing that, we raise the vibration of this planet and of this universe. Because guess what? This planet is also aware. It always had a consciousness, and we are raising its consciousness. And the universe is conscious as well. Okay? So beautiful. Thank you for doing all this. And Camila says, I gotta go, but have the most awesome night, everyone. I love you all. Thank you, Camila. You enjoy the rest of your day, or is a night. Whatever the case, we love you, Camila. Thank you for being here. And Big Loss 48. Hi, bro. Can you time travel through the mind? 1000% you can time travel through the mind. And the reason why you can do this is because there are no limitations. When you think of something, you're constantly, the minute you think of something, think about it. I'll put yourself to the test. Think of the moon right now. Boom, you're instantly there, right? This is who you really are. So yes, you can time travel, because in your mind, you are connected with who you are, believe it or not, and time does not exist. So yes, you can travel through time, 1000%. And Gary is saying, how can a person learn to see energy or auras? That's actually very simple, Gary. And with a little bit of practice, you can you can do it yourself. So the best way to do this is actually find somebody, a friend of yours, anybody, and have them stand in front of a white wall, preferably white. Okay. Now, when they're sitting at this white wall, dim the light slightly. Doesn't have to be too bright. Okay. And have them not move, if they can, for a little bit of time, right? Now, what I want you to do, Gary, is just look at them. Look at their body, right? Or just look at them. As you look at them, you're going to see energy starting to come out, mostly from their head area. Why? Because our head has a lot of energy, believe it or not. Okay, our mind pumps out a lot of energy. So when you see this aura, if you gently just pay attention to it, you're going to see maybe even some colors. Okay, the colors indicate, if you become really, really good at this, you can even see what kind of emotional state that this person is in. Okay, So the same way that you see this aura, if you practice a little more, you're going to see energy as well. And the difference with the energy is you're going to see the energy vibrating. Auras in general are more stable. Energy kind of fluctuates. Okay? So, yes, you can train yourself to see this. Another beautiful question. Do you have one spiritual guide or many guides? So, you have multiple guides, believe it or not. And the reason for that is because every guide has a specific expertise, I should say. Okay? So, depending on what scenario you might find yourself in life, you might have a different guide. So, as a general, you have one that overlooks you, but you have several other ones that also take on different tasks in your life, depending on how much hot water you've put yourself in, if you know what I mean. Hello from Denmark. Thank you for being here. R9. Angel Rene, do you believe in astral travel? I leave my body almost every night, but I'm stuck in Loris. Okay, yes, astral travel is very, very real, actually. And believe it or not, everybody leaves their body every night. We just don't remember, because when we wake up, the first thing that we think about is actually our problems, our day, this, that, so we just forget about everything. The way to become unstuck is by simply changing your emotional state before you even astral travel. Okay? If you astral travel with the intention of going to higher places or higher vibrational states, and if you increase your emotions with it, you will not be stuck anywhere. Excuse me. All right. Now, why during awakening do we have a thirst for knowledge? That's a beautiful, beautiful question. And the answer is simple, because we never cease to expand. We never cease to evolve. We never cease to grow. So the more we wake up, we realize that there's no end game. We realize that there's only expansion and growth. And here comes the knowledge part. Okay, we can never stop learning. We always grow, evolve, and learn more things. Beautiful, beautiful question. And Buddha Tao says, say something more about creation. How do we create it? So the way you create it is by simply focusing your energy on it. Okay? When you focus your energy on something, this is where the law of attraction comes in. Okay? We bring whatever we were focusing on from the other reality into this reality. Okay? Because the way it works is this: when you think of something, it is instantly created. Instantly. Okay? But it's not created in this reality yet. It is created in a different dimension. Now, your trick is to bring it from that dimension into this one. How do you do that? By becoming a vibrational match with it. By becoming vibrationally in alignment with it. So you need to focus on it and keep that focus and emotions steady. That's how you bring it here. Big Loss for It says, where do you get your knowledge from? What's your background? So this is what I was saying earlier. These are all downloads that I get. Everybody has this ability and capability, as long as you know how to go silent, how to go within, and how to recognize that these are downloads and information that's coming to you and not just your random thoughts, right? Kalnichta Panayotis, love you, my friend. Kalnichta, my friend, to you too. You have a wonderful night. I agree that light and love is the way. Thanks for the answer. No problem, my friend. Thank you. I agree that light and love is the way. Thanks for the answers. All right, let's go through the messages. Thank you, thank you. Live, okay. That experiment should be during the day or at night. Which experiment are we talking about, Darman? You need to refresh my memory. But either way, it doesn't really matter, okay? It doesn't matter as long as you're comfortable with it. Okay, Angel, thank you, thank you. Thank you, John, again for sharing the live. Okay, awesome, awesome. Borotao, thank you, my friend. All right, now, since I went through all these messages. Again, I'm going to close by saying the same thing as I said earlier at the beginning of this video. In order for you to be in alignment with who you are, always just follow your emotional state. And whatever you hear, doesn't matter from who, or whatever you watch, doesn't matter from who, including myself, only take the things that make sense to you, only take the things that feel good to you, because that is what you are in alignment with, and leave the rest. Okay? And sometime down the road, you might agree with the rest, or maybe you might not agree at all, but that's fine as well. Okay, the white wall and energy exercise. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can do it either in the daytime or you can do it at night. But in your case, if it is nighttime and you have a white wall and you have a little bit of dim light, you will have better results. And Big Lows, it's crazy what you said about downloading, because I have received tons of knowledge. There you go. That's what I'm saying. So, and you're going to know the difference, Big Loss. You're going to know the difference between the downloads that you're getting and your own thoughts, because they will appear as knowledge that you don't normally have, or as words that you don't normally express, or as thoughts that you normally don't have, right? And that's how you know that you are connected. Thank you, my friend. All right. On that note, no matter what you do, be the greatest you. John, thank you for subscribing. Rick, thank you for renewing your subscription. Anybody else that wants to subscribe, this is your opportunity while I am live. And like I said before, anybody that wants to follow my page, just go right ahead and follow it. Thank you for that. If you like what you see, of course. And again, if you hit the notifications bell over there, you're going to get notified every time I do an upload, of course. And at the same time, you can hit my Linktree page at the bottom. You will find my YouTube and Instagram there as well, because I do different things on different platforms. And also, I upload these lives on YouTube. And that's it. Until then, no matter what you do, be the greatest you. Love and light to all. It's always a blast. It's always my pleasure communicating with all of you. I simply just love all of you, and I love the interaction that we get, and we are helping this whole planet raise its vibration. That is my goal, and I certainly can't do it alone, of course. Okay, we all need to raise our vibration as a collective. I love you all very, very much. Thank you for connecting, and have a wonderful morning, evening, night, doesn't matter, wherever you are in whatever part of the world. Just enjoy it. Love you all. Bye for now.